Alright, folks, we're back. This guy has been shaking his head for the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
You gotta get whiplash.
Seriously, I'm shocked he doesn't have it already. I like how his clothes are actually shiny because it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
I like how this game
Good.
has, like, weird attention to detail in some areas, then in others there's, like, walls that are melting.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, let's be real. This overall game consists. Oh wow, what it
Yeah,
looks
he's
like.
hot. Oops.
I was like, look, I'm not gay, but I can see why a person would go that way.
Okay, but he is hot.
I'm not gay.
I like
I'd kiss
him. I think
I'd
Atticus
kiss him
might be.
unironically.
Atticus or Mela is my favorite. I can't decide between the two. I like them both.
I go Giacomo. I might be
Como is a good
biased.
player. Yeah, maybe just a little.
Just a little bit, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mine's Mela because she kicked my butt 3 times.
Oh, you're into that, eh, Mike?
And her frickin' walk cycle is legendary.
Yeah, I bet Mike wanted to
Like, yes.
step on him.
Well,
Oh.
Eric, I meant that in the sense of nothing gets my go like beating my team 3 times because I didn't know the level cap.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry, Mike, I get it.
Yes, I want her to robot walk to me with those boots.
Wouldn't it be funny if she actually turned out to be an android?
I mean,
I would like it.
you know, that's a interesting theme in this game. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't, you know.
Intro. Hello.
It'd be so funny if she like started short circuiting and then like Mela, you okay? Hey, yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
It reminds me of
Team Starbucks.
for those of you out there who are not Star Wars fans, you should still watch this show, Andor.
I've heard it was good.
Oh, it's so
It
good.
is a
Top
good
3
show.
shows of all time for me. Like, Star
Wait,
Wars
like-
isn't even really meant to, like of all
Warning,
of all
it is-
shows.
Oh
It's
wow.
a very slow climb. It's a slow climb with the first episode.
It is. But I think it's so well filmed, so well written, keeps track of its storylines so amazingly. It's set in the Star Wars universe, but it doesn't have to use, like, the Jedi to tell an interesting narrative. It's like a great space drama without being centered around, like, just blockbuster Star Wars stuff. Like, it's
Only
just
my-
incredibly well handled.
It's pretty good, mainly because it's like realistic. And by realistic in sci-fi, I mean like realistic, like there's stakes. Like there's not
Okay.
actually like
There's
the
stakes.
dopey stormtrooper is like the guy. It's like so the real consequences of what happened if you try
Uh-huh.
to mess with a regime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss when
Yeah.
stormtroopers were actually like, you know, intimidating.
Yeah.
Only
I think they've
gripe is
taken
that-
the bit maybe one step too far.
Yeah.
only gripe is the politics part because there's like a part where they're talking about like Mon Mothma.
Yeah, Mon Mothma does have her way through the series. I still like that. I like the politics stuff, but I can understand why other people wouldn't. It does slow things down a bit, but I think it offers
less
like
of that-
great context for what's happening.
More like cool stuff is happening. Then it switches to that. I'm just like, no, go back to that. Okay.
Oh my god, I had that with like. Oh my god, there was some movie or like some show I was watching where it would like flip flop between like 2 different plots. And like the only problem was one plot was like way more interesting than the other. So every time it would flip to that one, be like, no!
Is it me or did they do that a lot with like final battles? You never see a final battle anymore where they're just kind of like you see it throughout. They'll always show the final battle, then they'll flip to something else, and then they'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Like Kenobi, you'll get the Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan fighting, and then they flip to, I guess, the people escaping or whatnot or something, and then they'll flip back to them.
That's what it
Show
was.
the whole thing.
I remembered. It was Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I want to say it was like. I think it was the second one, the Two Towers, where I was like so much more invested in everything everyone else was doing besides like Gandalf and Aragorn and all and like those guys. I just like did not care about that for the majority of the movie until like the very end. So like and I was like really invested in the Hobbit stuff. So when it flipped over to them, I was like, God, every single time.
It's like Hollywood,
Actual
please leave the cutaways to Family Guy.
Right?
Even then, I don't know if Family Guy should have the cutaways anymore.
You lost your cutaway privileges.
Bro, I feel like they're getting kind
This
of
is worse
close
than
to
the
it.
time Family Guy did cutaways.
What was that, Mike?
I said this is worse than the time Family Guy did cutaways.
Cuts to Family Guy doing a cutaway.
Cutaway exception?
You know it, bro.
Penny's like, yo, take care of your dog.
Control your pet. Yeah, I've been like kind of jumping between show and show recently. I started the new season of Cuphead, and it's fantastic. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it.
Very good.
It's amazing how much that the show is able to like keep up its quality amongst like 3 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know any spoilers for the season 3. I just know one thing about Miss Chalice.
I don't know what you're talking about yet, so
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
don't say it, or I'll come beat you up.
Late epic YouTube spoiling,
Oh yeah, I hate when they do that. But yeah, I've been watching Cuphead, and then weirdly enough, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, or if I've mentioned this before. Have you guys ever heard of Blark and Son?
No.
Is it that cop show?
No, it's a show on Comedy Central that features. It's a puppet show with like some very, let's just say, unorthodox or off-putting puppets. It's essentially, It follows like this father and son, Blark, and his son named Son, and they have to like, so Blark is like psychotic, and his son is just kind of like a 12-year-old, looks like a 16-year-old, and they're just trying to navigate through life.
Okay, so I looked this up.
You may have seen the
when
memes.
You said puppet. I always thought Muppets for some reason. This is actually pretty horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's like a Jeff Dunham. You remember that guy?
I think
Yes.
the guy who made it actually worked on Jeff Dunham.
Really?
Yeah, I looked him up. The guy who he not only created the show, but he also like voices Blark. He did work on Jeff Dunham. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
I can definitely see it. These look disturbing, but I'm
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of intrigued.
Oh, it's a funny show. There's like
What
there's a
was
certain
the
there's a clip you might have seen floating around where like this black guy's got Blark like all tied up. There's like once son's girlfriend gets here, I'll become unhinged, unreasonable, downright inconceivable. Yes, but I can handle you, Blark. I contained you before, and I can do it again. There's only one problem with that, Fletch. What's that, Blark? I'm already gone. And his head falls off. It's a pumpkin. Like, he's in the walls.
Okay.
He's in the goddamn walls!
Sounds like a trip.
Oh, it's funny. It's really fun. You can find both seasons on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they were like minute-long shorts originally. But then apparently they got their, they're not very long, they're only, about up to 10 minutes long, but, oh my goodness, does that not take away from it?
Here, I thought these were, Netflix exclusives.
No, these are pretty much free for anyone.
Yeah, they do straight up just have the whole thing on YouTube.
That actually reminds me, so you know what's been very frustrating for me as of late?
Mm.
I have been trying to find so we have a fuck ton of streaming services. My family does. We have, if memory serves correctly, Netflix, HBO Max, Hulu. Granted, it's a low tier of Hulu, but it's still Hulu. Paramount Plus, Disney Plus. My dad has Showtime. We have Amazon Prime, and we have. There's something else I'm forgetting, but there's something else
Literally
there too.
all of them.
What?
It's like you're paying for cable again.
Pretty much,
Oh,
and we have cable.
You still have.
Wow.
Oh my god.
My dad likes cable. I personally could live without it. The only time I watch TV is when I'm like eating with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, okay, I will say this: I do we like to watch Snowpiercer, but that's about
Very
it.
good. Is that the train?
That's the train one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic show. I'd recommend watching it. The first 2 seasons are free with I think they're on oh my god, what's the? It's like kind of it's like a channel. I think I might still have the app.
Like on Roku or something.
TNT. It's on TNT.
Okay.
TNT.
Okay.
So you get it for free if you have. I think if you have the channel, either that or just you get it for free. But so yeah, I recommend watching it. It's also on HBO Max, although I'm not sure if you guys have that.
I do not.
That would make sense. I don't.
Yeah, I don't watch.
I think the problem with HBO Max is like, literally, it seems like almost all of their shows you can literally get later for like DVD. They're not exclusive in any way.
Yes, I get that. Oh, but my point. So we have all those streaming services.
Yes.
None of them have the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
What has the original Mobile Suit Gundam?
So Netflix sort of has it. They have the movies, which essentially take the 52 episode run and chop it down into a 3 movie arc.
Yeah.
Which sounds nice, but it's not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna get like all the nuance and the characters and such, you know.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think, on Hulu, and then they got rid of it. I now have to watch the rest on the DVD.
Well, that's the funny thing. The Hulu's actually got a lot of Gundam. It even has Gundam the Origin. It just doesn't have that one, which is annoying. And so the only place that has the original Mobile Suit Gundam is Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Which neither of which your family would actually.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the problem with that is, and the thing is like, it's not they're only in the premium tier. And I'm like, why? I feel like it would make more sense to put like Gundam the Origin or like a newer Gundam show behind that, as opposed to a show from 1979.
Yeah.
So I'm debating on whether or not I want to just like get the free trial and then just blaze through it, essentially.
You could. That'd be interesting to do
That's
throughout
the
this
way.
upcoming holiday season.
Yeah, right. It's
I
certainly
was like, I want to see. Oh my god, that's funny.
it's certainly gonna be whiplash going from the animation of the Origin to that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Origin's the reason I like Zaku's so much.
Mm-hmm.
Them shits is terrifying.
Awesome.
Is that the one that had the goof?
No, there wasn't a goof in that one. That was I think
The
it
goof?
only went up to Zaku 2.
So the goof's like a blue Zaku.
Well, that's the custom
Like a-
goof. Goof is essentially like the
Oh,
next.
that's right. We did talk about this.
Yeah, the goof is like the next step in Zaku evolution. That's unfortunate.
Doug.
But yeah, I've actually got a couple of goof sets here. We are out of time, so let's talk more about goofs next time. Bye.
Oof.